depending on the sex of your dog, that males and females greet in potentially different ways when they meet other dogs.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Female dogs, on average, are more likely to greet a new dog by sniffing the face. Now, we have, and dogs have, lots of scent glands around the eyes and face and ears, so you'll see dogs sniffing each other in the face, but that's more often a female dog's way of smelling who this dog is. Male dogs, they're male dogs. They go right to the rump. They're more likely to go to the rump to get information.
Yeah, that's again fascinating. And this is not just dog to dog. They do that when they greet people as well, but they're gathering information about so many different things.
It's basically identity information, right? If we think about it, think of it an analog to, what information we're getting when we put our eyes on someone new, right? We get a huge amount of information about who they are, potentially their sex, their style, maybe their health, right? Just from an eyeful, right? But a lot of that information is also in smell. We, as humans, just aren't accustomed to thinking about our sex as having a scent. But in fact, it does. And dogs can detect it.
Every person has a different scent signature, don't we? And as we move, we leave scent cells, or we leave cells in our wake. They're called rafts. And dogs are smelling this. Humans are pretty stinky. Are we giving off the same kind of information that dogs are?
I'm glad you said it and I didn't have to say it. But yes, we do smell quite ripe. We do give off all that information that the dogs are giving off. Sexual information, identity about our genders. We're giving off information about our health, what we've eaten lately. I mean, that might be something, kind of the easy way for us to imagine how we might be kind of effusing all this scent, is that we know if somebody has eaten a strong smelling food, even we with our tiny little noses can detect it, right? To dogs, all these things are strong smelling, right? And we have, of course, a large number of scent producing glands all over our bodies. And dogs are very attracted to that, and they use it to recognize their person. I did a study once to see if dogs could distinguish their person from a stranger just with the scent left on a t-shirt. And they could. They could detect their person's scent signature versus just, another smelly t-shirt, which had been worn the same amount of time. So that's probably part of their, if we talk about what it's like to be a dog or what they perceive in the world, part of their way of seeing us is through our smell.
You see all of those videos on YouTube, especially of people in the military that have returned after 6 months of being away or a year being away. And it's almost like the dog goes up to them, looks at them and goes, "Do I remember you?" And then all of a sudden, when that scent hits them, they know exactly who those people are. It's amazing.
Reunions of dogs with people who've been in the service or in the military and they've been gone maybe years. And sometimes they step out of a vehicle, the dog is released by someone else in the home, and they bark at first. They kind of don't recognize the person. The person might look very similar, but it's not until the wind turns or the dog gets close to the person and they get that sniff of who they are that you see that like really overjoyed, delighted response at reunion with this person. So I kind of, it's really changed my mind thinking about dogs seeing the world through smell. I don't try to make myself more stinky, but I kind of acknowledge that that's part of how my dog will perceive me. And I try to delight in that, the fact that they know something actually about me that I might not be aware of.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site, positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.